Guys, welcome back for my front yard garden tour for July. My previous video was my backyard tour, so go check that out. But today I'm going to be showing you my side garden bed here and the front yard. So let's take a look at everything that's blooming. The hollyhocks are still going pretty strong, but they're starting to peter out a little bit. I did have to trim them back because the wind just kind of demolished them. So today I actually came through and just cut a lot back because it was all hanging down and my poor lisanthus was just kind of getting smashed. But I weeded a bunch out of here too, and it looks so nice with the lisanthus. Next chore I really need to do is get some support for this lisanthus, but it'll have to wait a week and hopefully that won't be too long. But look how pretty these are. Love the dark pink ones. I think those are my favorite, but we have light pink and white as well, and a medium pink. So pretty. Dahlias are starting to bloom. Ooh, so exciting. When I get back in town, those will be nice and pretty. And then we have a tomato cage here, finally, that I put up today. So that tomato is a little happier. I need to come like trim the base of it too, but I'm not gonna have time. We're actually helping my son and his wife and their baby move across the country. Tomorrow morning we're leaving, driving the moving truck. It should be quite an adventure. But I want to get a bunch of stuff done today and this garden tour filmed before I left. So let's take a look at these. I love that I planted these Supertunia Mini Vista Whites in here because I do think it makes a huge difference at the base of these plants. They're doing pretty well this year. I've had this one in here forever and I don't even know the variety of it. I think this is a different one. Oh, so pretty. We'll kind of go through them though. I'll have a Dahlia tour at the end of the season and hopefully I can remember all the names, but it's kind of fun to just peek at a few of them. And then this yellow, oh my goodness. Love this in arrangements, it's so pretty. And then this softer yellow, so pretty in arrangements too. And then I love this deeper one. It's like Arabian Night or something. It's even darker in person. My camera's like blowing it out a little bit. Love it so much. So that's fun to have the dahlias out. It's that time of year. This summer has gone by so fast. I can hardly believe that, you guys. It's been insane. Oh, there goes Piper. Okay, and then raspberries are starting to come. Look. Yay, I ate some today. We'll be loving that in the next coming months. And look how cute these Shasta daisies are. Love them. I came through and did a preventative spray to all my daisies with Captain Jack's dead bug because I just thought every year they get bugs and they look terrible and they do nothing, and this year I just wanted to get on top of it and I'm so glad that I did. Okay, I got a little interrupted by some neighbors and it was great to chat with them for a minute. So okay, these, yeah, loving them. Usually hate them, so that's what I'm gonna do every year. Just preventative spray. I just have to do it at least once. Here's a little glance at these Eden Rose. Oh my gosh, I've been loving it. Of course, it already had its big flush, but I couldn't bear to cut down these last little blooms. So we have just a few remaining on here. One of my favorite climbing roses, you guys. And it's a really popular one too. Cut back all these roses. I do have a little bit of Gabriel Oak peeking out. Cute. Love it with the daisies. That's been fun. And then in here, I moved these Pink Cloud Mini Vistas, and I have moved all my daylilies here, and I'm so glad I did. I wouldn't say they're one of my favorite flowers, but I like them in this spot. And I have some unique ones. This is like a key lime, and then I have some orange ones, and I do like them here. Can't say they were like my favorite flower, but my daughter came out here and she said, "What are these? These are my new favorite flower." So she loves them. So that's fun. And then I planted some of those marshmallow daisies here. We'll see how they do in this spot. Most of the roses have flushed here. I have some coreopsis doing well here, and the lamium's doing great in this area. I have not been able to really peek at Emily Bronte because it had thrips. So I think these next ones are going to look much better than those first ones. And we do have a little bit of remaining blooms of Scepter Dial, which has been really pretty, but you'll see that on my rose garden tour. My husband's working on a little scooter there in the garage. There's a lot going on at our house tonight. Yeah. We're getting ready to move our son across the country, and we're just trying to get a lot of things done last minute here. So These geraniums are struggling that I overwintered. Hopefully they'll pull through. And these are the Mystic Illusion dahlias. Trying to do well here too. It's just been really hot and dry, so I think that's kind of their biggest problem. This side of the house I have had issues with. Here we have the blue Skywalker Veronica, and I love this variety. I have it throughout all the front yard. I like to have a little cohesiveness in the garden, and that is so pretty. And I'm loving it with the yellow marigolds. These are just white marigolds, but they're kind of a creamy yellow, which I love. And we have the Supertunia Mini Vista Hot Pink this year. Love the purple, love having purple as like a backdrop. So I pick a lot of purple perennials because I love doing pink annuals. So I think it just goes so well together. And loving it with the yellow. So cute. Filling in so nice. Diamond Frost, Euphorbia. This will all fill in, give it another month, and it'll be looking really full. Cut back the Nepeta, and I should be getting another little flush of that soon. We have my festive porch for the 4th of July and all month, the 250th anniversary of America. So that was fun to do. I love doing the themed flowers up here. We have our flag up, which needs to be kind of untwisted. And I'm loving these petunias. I can't remember exactly the variety of these, but they're stunning. I'll put it on the screen. We have some coleus and some impatiens and hostas in here. I put a little bit of like pinwheels in here, which is fun, blowing in the wind. And we have this wire vine and some fuchsia and some impatiens. And this gets kind of hot afternoon sun, so it's doing okay. It's actually doing a lot better than I thought it would, but I'm loving the festive look that it's giving, especially with these pillows here. Those have been really fun. And then this plant here is doing amazing. I love the Surefire begonias, and this is the white. The ivy trailing down here is pretty, and then the lobelia giving us that touch of blue for the 4th. So pretty. Here it is, this view. Just some plain wreaths that I have actually loved this year, keeping it a little bit more simple. And then we have some more corabels out front. And I wanted to show you guys, I showed you in the last video that they always have bugs on them. They've done pretty good because I've sprayed them. These are the Great Punch, and these are some yellow ones. My boxwoods got a little fried. I did those when it was too hot, or it got too cold actually, I think. Should have known better. And then some more here. They do really well in these pots because they dry out. These like to dry out quite a bit, but you can see the bugs on here. Definitely need to come and spray in here, and it's just kind of annoying. These always have them, so I might be done using these. We'll see. In this pot here too, my hibiscus is filling in another month, and that will be blooming for us. And then loving this combination here with the Luminary Opalescence Phlox, with the blue purple Veronica. I just love how it carries on here and over there that you can see. And then I have some over here that you can see too. And I just love all these flowers. It's fun to have these pop up, and pretty soon my hydrangeas will be having some blooms on them too. It always takes them a little bit of time, but I definitely wanted to show you these before they petered out. But the one thing I love about Veronica, I feel like it flushes back better than Salvia. I feel like they're pretty comparable plants. I do prefer Veronica over Salvia because I feel like that second and even third flush is even better. And yeah, I'm thinking I kind of want to come in here with some daisies and just balance these sides out. I have a mugo pine here, and I think I want to add a mugo pine there and just be a little bit more, have a little bit more of that continuity. But I love the dark color of the hibiscus. That gets so large now, which is nice. And as soon as my trees get nice and tall, that's going to add a little bit of interest too. And then I came here and trimmed back my lilac bush about a month ago. It's so cute, the little lollipop. Sometimes you can't really tell it's a lollipop because it gets so big and furry. And there's only like one opportunity to cut that back, and that's right after it blooms. I do have some mini Vista hot pink here too, but they are just still little babies here. I have not done any extra watering on those, and they're just trying their best in this area. So you can see since I sprayed all these daisies, these have never looked this good, ever. And I love them, and I usually don't. So I just need to make sure to do that every year. But here it is with the Veronica. Hopefully my trees will get a little height in the next couple years, and it's just looking really good. I'm really happy with it. Okay, that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I feel like I went through it a little quickly, but man, I just love this time of year when the annuals are starting to fill in and everything just looks so beautiful, especially when the perennials start to bloom. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.